All right, Cancer, this is for you. Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for Cancer, but July 21st to August 19th, full moon to full moon, okay? So we're going to find out the overall theme for you guys, and then we'll go for love, money, and health. So let's see what the theme is. What we got there? Oh, yes. Well, this is perfect for those moon energy Cancers. This is about time to reflect, time to look at yourself, see where things are in your life. Are you enjoying where they are? Trust your talents to change things into what it is you want. Be confident. Be confident in yourself and trust that you can get this. It says, and the fox spirit, by the way, is about family and getting family support and family guidance. So the spirit fox is all about aligning with supportive people and taking your talents to the next stage, to the next step, and reflect upon where your value is, where your weaknesses are, and work it accordingly, right? Take charge is the bottom line for Cancers. Take charge this month. You may have to be your own leader and honor your inner knowing and behave yourself. Trust your instincts, because you see, the thing is, if you do anything that's wrong, even when you feel it, if you think in your heart, I shouldn't do that, and you do it anyway, there will be consequences for that. And they're not good ones. So you might as well just don't do it. Just don't do it. All right, so now we're going to look at love for Cancer. Cancer hasn't been happy. Sorry. She might have been having trouble. I'm going to say it's a female energy having trouble with a female. Could be a mother. Could be a boss. Could be people working around you. Could be just fighting with the same sex. Whatever sex you are, it's fighting with the same sex, or arguing with the same sex, or not comfortable. Could be older though. So if you're 40, they're going to be 60. If you're 60, they're going to be 80. Or even they're going to be more mature than you. So you just have to think it through and see who that is. But I'm not saying anyone's in the wrong so much as the situation comes in. It could be that you're in the wrong. So I want you to really think about that, Cancer. How are you adding to the stress of the situation? And that might be hard for some Cancers to hear, that maybe they're the part of the problem. The reason why I say that is if you have been any part of the problem, I promise you, you will have to be the solution to resolve it. So you can't avoid looking at your part in the problem, okay? Walk your talk. Walk your talk. So if you said you were going to do something and you stopped doing it, you have to get back on that trail and do what you say. And this is coming in the place of love. So this could have to do with love affairs and loving family members. It could even have to do with, I'm going to say that. Okay, mostly that. And there could be some argument about stability or finances or money. It's kind of funny because the love energy and the money energy is coming in here. All right? Well, they're attached. So maybe did someone loan you money that you love, or you loan them money? And there's an issue that came about this money. Maybe it's not all coming back, or the security situation has changed. Because you unfortunately got the Tower card. The Tower card is a nasty card to have there, I gotta tell you. I'm sorry. But it is, and it usually means everything breaks down in order for it to be rebuilt. So if you are married or were married or in relationship, I'm going to say that relationship is failing and having trouble, and you're going to have to review your part. That's how I'm going to say it, all right? And if you're a female and it's a female you're having troubles with, maybe it's because they don't see what you've done. They don't understand what you've done. You guys have a disagreement. Or maybe they didn't want you to leave your partner. Or maybe they want you to leave your partner, one or the other. You know what I mean? So it has to do with that. There's likely a triangle of energy here, which is the whole point I'm getting at. Because this does have something to do with love, and it doesn't always mean a sexual interference when I look at the 3 energy here. It could represent disagreements, like I just said. Maybe it's your mother, and maybe she wants you to stay in the relationship, and you're like, I don't want to. It's just that energy. You're trying to sort through it and trying to pick up the pieces and do the right thing. I know that you're trying to do that. In the end, I will tell you, if you review your own actions and you see where you went wrong in the love energy, you'll fix it, all right? For those of you that are In long-term relationships with people, I say that your love affair this month will be a very good one, but there might be some sadness that comes rolling in about one of your mothers or one of your aunties or grandmother or something like that. Sorry to say. If you're not in a relationship or recently broke up with someone, you heard what I just said, but if you're not in a relationship, it might be fun just to play, and date and enjoy each new person that you meet. Yeah, have some fun. Okay? So now we're going to look at the health of the Cancer. Health. All Cancer, you've been giving yourself an overhaul and looking at what you need to do to stay as healthy as possible. Maybe you're under so much stress that you hadn't taken the time, but this month is going to shift you, and I see you putting more effort into it, following a plan, looking at, maybe you have low blood issues, and you've found a solution, a herbal solution maybe, and you get on a regimen and you stick with it. Maybe you've had some heart issues and you decide to, push the cardio to make yourself more, strengthen yourself. Maybe you've had some operation and you've had to work towards getting back to your original strength, that type of a thing. But I got the World card and I got the King of Cups, and I'd say that is very possible with good direction and guidance from other people. I like the health of the Cancer, what I'm seeing overall, but you do have moments of, the moon is your planet. So in this case, I'm going to say you kind of flow with the moon. If the moon is very intense, you will be very intense. The full moon is today, actually. It's going into Capricorn. So this is a good energy for Cancer. This will be good. But it doesn't mean you won't be, emotional about something. But it might be real positive energy that really helps you. Maybe you review yourself as, what I want to do when I grow up. And you realize all the hard work you've done to get to that, and still you have more to do, and you have a good cry about it. But you get on that, and you move forward. And I do think that you'll overcome it overall. But I don't think you're going to have as many helpers as you normally have. You might have burnt a few bridges, so acknowledge that. And those few people that are there for you, acknowledge them and be respectful and certainly grateful for their time and effort towards your wellness. All right? And remember, in terms of your own health, it's better to give to others than to take. And why do I say that is when you give, you empty the heart, and then more good can come in. So giving is really important, and people don't realize it. If we hoard things or we don't offer up kindness to others and be generous with our kindness and our love and our gifts, then we end up getting stingy energy coming back our way, right? You don't want that. The more you give, the more you get. And I'm not just saying give because you get. No. I'm just saying, man, it feels good to give. And when you give, I promise you'll get. It's just how it works in the universe. What we sprinkle the universe with rains upon us later. That's how I see it. The answer's money. Well, we already know it's kind of attached to love. Let's see what else. I hope it's Well, you can avoid some things. You got this card. This usually speaks of some sort of legal situation that you might have to face. And if it isn't a legal situation according to the government and to, your civilization, and more of an emotional thing or a moral thing or a spiritual thing, could be more of a moral thing as opposed to a legal thing as well. So you might have to really be observant of what that is. So your financial situation might improve provided you are really vigilant about what is fair, what is right, and what is honest, and being willing to do whatever that is. Okay? So take that leap of faith and go in the direction that will end the issues or end the problems. And I do see a very positive outcome if that's the case. So if it's a moral thing, again, coming to the table and saying, like let's say you're at the work environment, coming to the table and saying, look, I think I might have made a mistake. This might be a better way to manage a situation. And if we change this or tweak that, I think we could make more money. And that's kind of almost admitting that maybe you made a mistake. If you had those kind of kahunas and you go in and you admit that maybe something was off and that you could have done better, I think that showing your weakness in a money situation is exactly what's going to get you back in the limelight in the good way, in a strength and confident area. So if it's something you have to sort of grovel or crawl to, it might be the best thing to do under your circumstances, Cancer. And I know that maybe doesn't feel right, but Jesus, you are a crab, so you should be able to crawl in and out of a situation pretty quickly. So get the heck down there and crawl back to your humility, and you will resolve whatever issues interfered with your finances. So in the end, what am I saying? Do that, and money's coming your way. That's what I'm trying to tell the Cancer today. It will avoid this kind of nonsense. That's the point, all right? And it will avoid more loss. If you're stubborn, if you're crabby old crabby, and you just decide you're not going to play nice, well, I promise you, you'll lose this one.